Hello everyone, welcome back to another Disney Do Adventure.
Back at Disneyland, and we're here today for the return of guided tours.
Yay!
Yay! We're so excited. We're right here outside the tour gardens. We love guided tours. Here for a cast preview of Walt's Main Street story. So we love that. We love Main Street, we love Walt, and we're so happy that guided tours are finally back at the resort for the first time since the closure.
So it's about 10:45. It's going to step off in about 15 minutes. We're going to meet our tour guide, and then we are going to start the tour.
And learn more about Main Street.
Yeah. So let's quickly talk about the two types of tours are for those who don't know. So there are VIP tours and guided tours.
What we're here for today is called a guided tour. So there is basically a script the tour guide is following with major points and historical facts to point out, whereas a VIP tour is a little more kind of what you want it to be. If you want attractions, if you want just food or just fun facts, it's kind of catered more to you.
Yeah.
Guided tours, there will be other guests on your tour most likely as well. You'll have an audio set sometimes to hear your tour guide a little better, and usually there'll be a commemorative pinner button with your tour too. So there were some tours in the past called Walk in Walt's Disneyland Footsteps, Discover the Magic, and Cultivating the Magic, but those have not yet come back. So we'll see what comes back with the return of guided tours. We're excited. We love the history of Walt's original Magic Kingdom, so we're here for more tours.
If you love Disney history, I would say do a guided tour for sure. You will learn so much. They kind of go over like the details of the names on the Main Street windows, all like the tiny little details that you would go overlooked, they go into, so it's really cool. And then you actually did a tour back in the day as well.
Yes.
You did the Frozen tour.
I got my guide pin on the Frozen tour live with the Hyperion way back when, and then I got my VIP hostess pin shortly after that for VIP tours. And yeah, it was a really fun time. Learned a lot. It was a great kind of like first major job for me. But going back to the guided tours, they also have some seasonal ones too. They have a Halloween time one and a holiday one. We did the holiday one together.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
That was my gift to him one year for Christmas. But yeah, we really can't recommend the guided tours enough.
So they are ready for us now. We are gonna go check in and get our headsets and audio set up.
Head off, so excited. Okay, we're all ready for the tour. We have our little earpiece, we can hear our guide better, and then we have a little device here. It just has an on and off button and then the volume, so you can adjust as needed when it's maybe less quiet too. And then it has a nice little clip. I'll put it on my belt. And we're ready for Main Street.
And this is a perfect segue into what we are wearing.
Outfit of the day.
Yeah, outfit of the day. So we like to go vintage shopping, and this is a awesome vintage find we found yesterday.
I added the belt myself.
Yes.
And this was a little Kate Spade belt I found after.
But yeah, it's like a Winnie the Pooh and Friends.
Yeah.
So stinking cute.
Super comfy, cotton, comfortable. Of course, I have the Katy Perry collection shoes on today, as always. But yeah, the dress was $16, so you can't beat that.
Yeah.
All right, here is Donnie's outfit of the day.
Same thing, found it yesterday at a vintage store. It is a 1990s Fantasmic t-shirt.
Great detailing.
Yeah.
Great condition.
Great
too.
condition. Got Sorcerer Mickey taking down Maleficent, kind of going at it a little bit here.
And what did you find out after you bought it?
I found out that it glows in the dark. So
And it
yesterday,
really is.
I turned off all the lights and put like a flashlight to it, and yeah, this whole thing just lights up like the purple lining of the Maleficent.
That's the
And then
the dark
Fantasmic
part.
letters around here, it all lights up, so it's really cool.
So that sealed a deal for you. You were super excited about that.
My name is Trisha. I'm going to be from Riverside, California, right here on my name tag. I'll be your guide for the next 90 minutes. We're going to go ahead and take a stroll through small town America, but first I would like to go ahead and give you a few notes. If I'm moving too fast or if you can't hear me, please let me know. If you have any questions, be sure to also bring them up. And just a little reminder, we are going to be going over some curves as well as some tracks, so please keep an eye out from where you're walking, alright? Alright, let's go ahead and follow me. We're going to take a stroll downtown Main Street, USA. Most people know that Walt was from a small town, right? Does anyone know where he's from, what the name of the small town was?
Marceline.
Marceline, yes. So Walt was only living in Marceline for about 5 years of his life. However, he looked at this as some of the most influential and special times. He even at once stated, to tell the truth, more things of importance happened to me in Marceline than have happened since, or are likely to in the future. So when looking at Main Street, USA, they didn't necessarily want to make a replica of Marceline, but more so a small town America through the eyes of a memory, an idealized version of Main Street. So if you'd like to follow me, I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to one of our most loved residents here on Main Street. Welcome to the Main Street Cinema. Here we have Tilly. Tilly is our ticket taker here in the cinema, and she is a crucial part because no small town was really complete without a cinema. Now Tilly is always dressed her best no matter the season. Whether it's Halloween time or summer, our resort enhancement team always goes ahead and makes sure that she has the best outfit for the year. Does anyone notice a little small detail right here on Tilly? Where's her hometown? Marceline, yes. Right here on Main Street, we even have our own businesses in our own towns. We have a Turkish bath, a fine dining Chinese restaurant, and a gym. And then inside the Penny Arcade, you can take a peek towards the back and see something called the Welts Orchestrion. Now, the Welts Orchestrions were a very popular turn-of-the-century instrument that kind of fell by the wayside with a new invention called the radio. However, we do have one right here in our own Penny Arcade, and it was built in 1907 and has been entertaining guests every 7 minutes since 1955. Another example of live instruments we have in the parks is a calliope in line for the Dumbo attraction, or over in Pioneer Mercantile you can find another Walts Orchestrion. Even up in Walts Apartment you can find a few extra little instruments. So Elias Disney was, as his window suggests, a contractor. However, he wasn't quite successful in the majority of his endeavors. However, his biggest success was raising his family. It was Elias that was essentially the catalyst for the Main Street USA we know now. It was him that decided to move his family in 1906 to Marceline, Missouri to try his hand at farming. And yet again, that wasn't successful. However, it gave Walt that hometown feeling of community that we now see on Main Street USA. Imagine if they hadn't moved from Chicago, what type of Main Street USA we may be standing on now. It was Walt that said, Main Street is everyone's hometown. And Walt and Lillian themselves found home here on Main Street. And it's my honor to be able to invite you guys up to it now. So if you'd like to follow me, we're going to head down to the firehouse.
We're gonna head backstage and go to Walt's apartment. So since technically it is a backstage area, they did ask that we silence our phone, put our phones away, our cameras, all that good stuff.
We're able to take off our audio equipment as well because the apartment is such a small, easy to hear space, so that was nice. And we walked up all of the stairs to the apartment, and we were in Walt's apartment. It's very special. Like, if you haven't been in there before, it's kind of breathtaking to be in Walt's private space. A
lot of history in there.
Yeah, it's almost like a place of legend. So it's beautiful. It's almost like reminds me of Madonna Inn with all of the rose carpeting inside. It's very Victorian, very red, and then the bathroom is very pink. So there's lots of fun colors, and the decor is awesome. I love it.
It's very cool. Hearing a lot of stories too, how there used to be like a fire pole that went into the fire station, and then I guess some kid like shimmied up there and went into Walt's apartment.
And that was done.
That was done. So they sealed it up. No more fire pole. Just little stories like that. The toaster was kind of cool.
Yeah.
There's a toaster in there. A small little kitchen, very, very tiny. But I guess Walt used to make grilled cheeses like all the time, and then they said that they're so like reminiscent of fork scraping marks. So he used to like get all the cheese off.
In the grill.
Yeah.
And then the bathroom, I see the bathroom and the powder room. And the bathroom, oh my gosh, the shower has 4 shower heads. Yeah. So there's kind of like some like myth behind why there are 4 shower heads, but it's really cool. They said the apartment all in all is about 500 square feet, so it's pretty petite up there.
Yeah, very.
But it is just very like quiet and special, and then also that iconic lamp that's always on in honor of Walt's spirit is up there too.
Yeah.
We got to take a photo too. Yeah. So that was a really nice bonus.
So since this is just a cast preview, we're not getting all the full benefits as if we like paid for it. So I guess during the actual tour, there will be a photo pass cast member taking your photo. You'll get a free digital download, I believe is what they said.
Yeah, that's what they mentioned.
And then after that, we headed out to the apartment, or not the apartment, the patio, and we were theoretically.
There were some plush chairs up there.
Yes. Yeah, and then I guess they said they're going to be serving some like lemonade or a lemon cookie or some
kind of special treat, and then cold beverages as well.
Yeah, so they haven't decided exactly what that's going to be.
It's still in progress
Yeah,
as of when we're taking this preview tour.
Yeah, so then you have 30 minutes to be on the patio, so that's kind of a long time.
And you can ask your tour guide questions, they said, at that point too, about history or the apartment. So I think it was a great tour. I really enjoyed it. Like, I love Main Street. It's one of my favorite lands in Disneyland, and I still learned a lot. It was a great tour. I would recommend it. It's very unique with the whole like apartment offering, the history offerings, you're learning all the facts, and then the snack and drink, I think, are kind of the full package.
Yeah.
So obviously the pricing is not out yet because the tour is not live as of when we're taking this tour, but I would say do it if you're looking for a new experience, something different. If you're kind of a big Disney fan, I would say do it in a heartbeat.
Love Disney history, definitely check it out.
Here is that iconic lamp in the window of the apartment, the Victorian lamp. A little hard to see in the daylight right now, but it's always on now in honor of his spirit living on in the parks.
And then if you look over here to the left, this is actually the patio that we were on. So you can kind of see the hedges in the distance. You can kind of see like the awning.
Yeah, it's just
for the
right over
shade.
there.
But right over there is where you will spend about 30 minutes of the tour.
Some nice tables and chairs.
Well, that does it for this video, doing the guided tours of Walt's Main Street story.
Yeah, it was wonderful. Shout out to our tour guide, Trisha. She did amazing. She was a wonderful guide. We're so happy to see the guided tours back. Disneyland Resort.
We will put in the description a link of all the up-to-date information regarding the tour.
And booking, all of that. Whatever is currently out there, we'll have for you down below.
So make sure to check out the tour because it is a good one. You don't want to miss it. Super fun. If you love Disney history, it goes over a lot of Main Street history, so that's really cool. So thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you in the next one. See you real soon.